Ladies who are on the chat this morning so far, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a great day today. What are your plans today? You going out to brunch? You going to church? Going out for lunch or dinner? Or just hanging out at home? What do you like to do as a mom on Mother's Day? That's the question this morning. What do you like to do? Do you get to choose? Does somebody choose for you? Do you get to relax and not be mom for the day and not take care of the kids? Or do your kids really want you to be a part of the day and really support and honor you for everything you do? Let me know in the chat, and we'll talk about that coming up here in a second. Let's talk about not the elephant in the room, if you will, but first things first. Let's really highlight what happened yesterday morning at 9:04. Was that not just mind blowing? Like, I was a kid in the candy store. I'm like, this is insane. What was that? We're talking about a 4.1 magnitude earthquake with a depth of 25 kilometers, which is like 6.5 miles. Crazy, right? And it was located south of Maryville, south of Happy Valley, Greenback, right there, right around the Chilhowie Dam, Chilhowie, Calderwood, Tallahassee. So Tail of the Dragon is right there as well. I did get reports that Dollywood shut down all the rides to check in on all the rides because it rumbled Dollywood as well. I mean, it was mind-blowing. I was sitting here in the studio, and all of a sudden I was like, what just happened? The whole building shook. So I got up. I sat there for a second. I got up, and I was like, okay, like what could that have been? I was listening. I didn't hear much noise outside. And I was like, okay. So I went outside, opened the door. I thought it was the train that is literally next to our house. Thought it was the train that crashed. Maybe derailed or something like that. But I opened the door and I didn't hear any other noise. And surely if that would have happened, you would have heard like a bunch of crashing and stuff like that. Didn't hear any of that. The kids come running outside. They are panicked and freaked out. And I was like, guys, I don't know what that was. So the first thing I did is I came out to the USGS map and the earthquake map because I was like, well, maybe that was an earthquake. I had no idea. That was the first one I've ever been through. And it didn't show up. And then all of a sudden on social media, I saw it showing up, and then it showed up on the USGS as a 3.5. I reported that, and then they came back out and said it was a 4.1, which I believe was the fourth largest earthquake in East Tennessee history. Isn't that crazy? Oh, man, it was like just the craziest thing ever. Anyways, I digress. Let's move right along and talk about, let me show you a cool time lapse from yesterday. This is from KMNV, Monroe County Airport. Had a nice little sunrise taking shape yesterday. And we had the overcast skies hanging out with us yesterday morning. It was kind of an overcast gray day yesterday. But it didn't turn out to be necessarily a bad day. It was a busy day. You know what I did yesterday? I cleaned the entire house, did all the laundry because I didn't want my wife to do it today. Out there right now, a live look from KMNV, and we still have the clouds hanging out with us this morning, but a nice little sunrise taking shape. Should be a good little general aviation day. But we are talking about changes that are moving our way through the day, into tonight, and for the next several days. And actually, if you haven't seen the forecast yet, we're talking summertime heat, like more July heat. Setting up shop and heading our way as we get into next week, the end of next week. All right, so the weather maps, temperatures yesterday made it to 68. I like to keep you in check of where I was what I was forecasting and what we actually hit. And it was a below average day, below our forecast. I was actually forecasting 74. The previous day I had 73 yesterday. Bumped it up to 74, and we only made it to 68 degrees. Sorry about that. 67, it wasn't a terrible day. It turned out fine, but just wasn't as warm thanks to the clouds. Limited our daytime heating for the day. But Tri-Cities actually made it to 74, and we talked about that on the broadcast yesterday. They were likely to have warmer temperatures upper East Tennessee than the central southern valley, where Chattanooga only made it to 65 thanks to some light rain showers. They picked up 0.29 of an inch of rain. So actually, believe it or not, the model guidance did a really good job. I think I was forecasting about 1/4 of an inch of rain for Chattanooga, and that's exactly what they picked up. All right, here we go. Moving right along. Let's talk about your weather headlines today. Headlines, I should say. Today, Mother's Day. Again, happy Mother's Day. Some morning light rain showers. I'll show you the radar here in a second. Isolated afternoon showers and a few thunderstorms. There is a little bit of a caveat, a little bit of a discrepancy. I'll explain what I'm talking about here in just a moment, so give me a little bit of time. Monday through Wednesday, a rainy, wetter weather pattern sets up shop and moves on in. Not necessarily talking severe weather, but it's going to be overcast, gray, and rainy and stormy. Could see some thunderstorms as well. And then Friday through Saturday, so Thursday's dry. Friday through Saturday, another storm system brings us some storms and could bring us the possibility of some strong or maybe even severe thunderstorms. So we'll be watching that Friday into our Saturday. Here's what's going on out there right now. Got a little surge of energy, a little bit of moisture, not a ton across the region, not a ton across the state. If you have travel plans this morning, westbound on 40, you may run into some light rain showers near Cookeville along 40 and across the Cumberland Plateau. Here in East Tennessee, we've had a couple of showers roll their way off the mountain counties from Blunt to severe into parts of South Knoxville. But the heaviest rainfall is just outside of Spring City, north of Dayton, working its way back into Crossville. Most of the rain's probably going to stay west of Interstate 75 for the most part today. But like I said, there is a little bit of a caveat here in the forecast I want to explain here in just a moment. So we pick up our timeline. Here's our future cast. I'm using the HRRR model because it has the best handle on what's going on out there right now. As we progress through time, this model just doesn't pick up on a whole lot of activity this afternoon. A couple of afternoon showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, and that's about it all the way through 9 o'clock tonight. Okay? Notice the rain showers to our south in the bottom of the screen. Those are the rain showers that are going to come through overnight tonight and really set up shop for our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All right, so our HRRR model forecast is picking up by, say 10 o'clock here tonight. By 7 o'clock. Not a ton of rain, right? But my in-house model, which is based on the NAM, for you weather nuts out there, is actually doing a little bit more activity by 7 o'clock tonight. So when I show you that model forecast, you see the difference here, right? But I will say the ensembles are gradually bringing us rain showers, so I don't necessarily know that we'll have that. The HRRR may be underdoing it, so I think we'll have probably a few more showers and thunderstorms. But definitely something to keep in mind because there's that discrepancy. If you have outdoor plans, just maybe checking in with the interactive radar from time to time as we get into the afternoon and early evening hours. Again, I'm not expecting severe weather, so you won't necessarily get any major push alerts or anything. But if we do have some showers setting up shop, I'll send a push alert just to let everybody know that, hey, listen, yeah, okay, we are trending a little bit wetter this afternoon and not on the drier side based on some of those model guidance. All right, temperatures this morning as you step outside, we're warmer. We're in the 50s. It feels nice outside. I stepped outside and I was like, oh, this feels good. This feels good. Morning temperatures are trending warmer than yesterday. We're now currently 2, 3, 4, 5 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday morning. All right, here's your forecast for the day today. Carol says, on the interactive radar map, earthquakes through west side of South America. Not quite sure what you're saying there, Carol, but I will walk you through that. Yes, the East Tennessee Weather app does show earthquakes, which is really, really cool considering we got to feel one yesterday. Most of us did. It's pretty cool that you'll be able to see that with the East Tennessee Weather app, and you don't have to go to the USGS map and try to find it out. Anyways, all right, so I'll explain that coming up here in just a moment as well. Forecast high temperatures, much warmer, 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. We're going to be in the upper 70s, so it is going to be a warmer feel to the air. That's average for this time of the year, but compared to where we were yesterday, it's going to feel nice and toasty. So I'm going about a 40 to 50% chance of rain today. Then we're going to elevate those rain chances. That's why I'm kind of going in between both those models. So I'll go 40 to 50% today, but really everybody's getting wet as we get into our Monday, Tuesday, so plan accordingly. Showers kind of start to fade as we get into our Wednesday. Keeping about a 20% chance for a stray shower on Thursday. I don't expect much, if anything at all. We've got ridge of high pressure building on in, so it is going to be toasty, but we've got a lot of instability. So if we could possibly get those parcels of air to go above and beyond a certain level in the atmosphere based on the heat, they'll rise freely on their own and we'll get an afternoon thunderstorm or two. But a cold front swings through Friday, Saturday, and that's going to elevate our rain chances by the end of the week. Let's pick up our timeline here Sunday night. You can see how this just flow. I just wanted to give you the general idea, the general picture of how this moisture is just going to be surging in from the south. The Gulf has opened its doors. We've got a lot of humidity. I've got a lot of energy in the atmosphere, and so that's just going to spread in scattered showers and thunderstorms. So just through Tuesday night, we'll pick up some decent amount of rain. Heaviest rain is going to be on the eastern side of the Appalachian Mountains down across the southeastern coastline. They're looking at getting a doozy amounts of rain. But as this storm exits, here comes our ridge of high pressure. And notice the top left-hand side of the screen. That's our Friday, Saturday storm. It's going to throw a cold front our way. And again, it's really going to allow a lot of energy in the atmosphere to populate. So today and tomorrow, we're going to start to see those rain chances really start to elevate across the southeastern U.S. through Thursday, maybe a half an inch to an inch of rainfall here in East Tennessee. Heaviest rain is going to be to our southeast. And then by Friday, Saturday, here comes the cold front, and that's going to populate more rain showers for us here locally. So generally speaking, maybe an inch to 2 inches of rainfall could be possible in some locations from now through next Saturday. 7-day forecast, 78 today, down into the mid 70s anyways. Monday, Tuesday, we'll have the rain, we'll have the clouds in place, so that is going to keep our temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, but still warm, still nice. Low temperatures will be in the 60s, so it's going to be a warm start, but you'll need the umbrellas. Hey, by the way, did you know I sell East Tennessee weather umbrellas? Got a slew of them. If you need a big old fat umbrella, it's a big one. You'll like it. Ask Katrina and Julia here on the chat. Do you ladies like your umbrella? I know you do. Anyways, Wednesday, here comes that ridge of high pressure. We're back to 80 seasonal averages on Wednesday. Storm system starts to exit. Ridge starts to build. And look at that summertime heat. We're going to be in the mid to upper 80s Thursday, Friday. The cold front swings through Friday, Saturday time frame-ish, somewhere around there. And so right now I'm going to go about a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms Friday into Saturday. But again, could see the potential anyways of some strong or severe thunderstorms at that point. And we'll keep you posted on how that all plays out. All right, let's take you back outside here for just a second. A live look in downtown Clinton. Good morning, Anderson County. Sure hope you're having a great day. It's going to be a great day if you want to head over to Aspire Park, which is over there in Anderson County. Great day for a hike. But again, let me know in the chat what you're going to be doing for Mother's Day. If you have a chance to, maybe are you planning it? All right, so good morning, Felicia. We got Denise joining us this morning. Christy, how are you? Any moms out there? I don't know if all of you are moms. I'm assuming that most of you probably are, but I can't assume everything. Some are not moms. But if you are, it's going to be a great day. All right, here we go. Don't forget to bring mom out to the Jazz Festival, by the way, at Imes Nature Center this afternoon from 4 to 8 if you're looking for something to do. I'll be across from the Visitor Center entrance and enjoying all the music from Swing Booty. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're looking for something to do, maybe that's a good thing to do today. Oh, I appreciate you, Carol. I didn't want my wife to come home from work last night. She worked yesterday and be like, this house is a disaster. Sunday's our day off, but it's Mother's Day. I don't want to live in a house that's a disaster, and I don't want to clean. So I did it for her. Good morning, Lynn. How are you? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Road trip. Nice. Awesome. Where are you headed? So you're going to Jacksonville, North Carolina. Nice. Well, drive safe and have a good trip. Know that you're going to get some decent rain. I don't know how long you're going to be there, but as the storm comes through, that surge of moisture, a lot of rain across the southeastern U.S. Good morning, Kimberly. Happy Mother's Day to you. See, there we go. Katrina loves the umbrella. Julie loves the umbrella. I know Kimberly loves the umbrella. I think you got your umbrella stolen, didn't you? Good morning, Seth. How are you this morning? Katrina says, let's boogie. It's boogie time. Okay. We don't need to drag this on. Let's go ahead and we'll take you back outside. We'll show you another view from Fox Road Marina. Nice view there. It's so pretty. I love the greenery in East Tennessee. Makes it look so nice. All right, here's your national holidays for the day today. Of course, we're celebrating birthdays and events. We can't not forget that. It's National Eat What You Want Day. Okay. If you could eat what you want, what would it be? Fire that one in the chat. If you could eat anything you want, especially it being Mother's Day, what would it be? I'm probably going to go crab legs. Crab legs and a good old steak. That's probably what I would eat right now. All right. It's, of course, Mother's Day. It's National Foam Rolling Day. Well, how about that? Do you use a foam roller? I actually do. My wife and I do use a foam roller. It's great on the back, great on sore muscles. Get that lactic acid out of your muscles. It helps your hip flexors. If you want to roll on on the front side and get those hip flexors, kind of like what that lady or gentleman, that person is doing. Foam rollers are great. Got to be careful though. All right, National Train Day. How many of you like trains? I love trains. I know this is going to sound really weird, and I would never do it. And so these are just thoughts I had in my head, and I thought it would be fun to do. But I thought it would be fun to get a group group of guys, group of friends. And at nighttime, I always thought this as a kid. I'd never do it. Hop on a train at nighttime, like one of those, just whatever, whenever it's going slow, be able to jump on it, hang out with the friends, play cards all night long, and find out where you end up at the next stop. I always thought that would be fun, but trains are cool and super important in our society as well. National Twilight Zone Day. Na 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 na. Is that shark? That may have been Jaws. Either way. Twilight Zone, I never could watch that movie as a kid. It always freaked me out. I finally did watch it. Still didn't like it. I'm not a scary movie kind of guy. All right, those are your national holidays for the day today. Let's check out another camera, shall we? We'll take you to downtown Gatlinburg. How about that? So, of course, the question was, eat what you want day. If you could eat anything you wanted to. By the way, let's just take you to the radar. Let you know what's going on with the rain here. Boop. Let's get that out of there. There we go. Now you can kind of see what's going on with the rain, with the radar loop over the last 30 minutes. So folks can get an idea of what's going on as they get to traveling here this morning. All right, so I asked, it's National Eat What You Want Day. Julie says cheesecake. I'm with you on that one. What flavor cheesecake? Just regular cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cheesecake? Oh my gosh, there's so many cheesecakes. What kind of cheesecake would it be, Julie? You would eat a banana split? That sounds good. Ooh, banana splits are pretty good. I don't like chocolate in there, but Otto's going to go Tate's chocolate chip cookies. Oh, what are Tate's chocolate chip cookies? You got me intrigued, Otto. Steak and shrimp. I'm with you on that one. I love the seafood, love the steak. I'm going to do steak and crab legs. A little bit of Oscar style, maybe. Seafood for today. There we go. Nice. You had a train track in the backyard growing up. What color is the caboose? Red. Red is the caboose. My wife grew up on a Christian camp that her grandfather started. Camp Halawasa up in New Jersey. And he also had built a train to take when parents dropped their kids off at this church camp. They got to get on a train because he wanted it to be a great experience for the kids coming into a camp for a week. And it's scary saying bye to your parents, right? When you're a little kid, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm stuck here for a week. He actually built a train, so they got on the train, and then the train went around the camp, and that's how they got into the camp. It was really cool. Really cool. But that's awesome. There's one in your backyard. Okay, so maybe you didn't actually have a train in your backyard. You maybe had a train close to your backyard, like close to your house, like a big train, like a real train. I kind of took that a different direction. But anyways, we have a train in our backyard too. Front yard. Let's see. Where can you buy the merchandise, Mike? Just log on to easttnweather.com. And at the top of the screen there, Linda, I have a shop link. If you click on that. I am running very thin on merch. I had somebody kind of reach out. They needed some extra larges. I don't have any extra larges. I'm running very thin on merch. I've not purchased any. I'm trying to set up a merch store so I don't have to do the shipping and the receiving and all this stuff. It'd make it a lot easier. I tried to do it from the beginning. Could not figure it out. If you know somebody that can help me out, let me know. But it's not an easy task. Let me just say that. All right, Seth says Olive Garden chicken gnocchi soup. Gnocchi soup. That sounds so good. Olive Garden is awesome. And of course the salad is amazing. Yeah, Twilight Zone is definitely spooky. Can't go this close to the coast and not get some great seafood. I'm with you on that, Deborah. You know, anytime you're landlocked, you're like, okay. But when you're along the coast, let's go for some seafood. You like the cameras? We'll get more up here, Katrina. We do have more coming. Let's see. Marcus said, good morning, Mike. Marcus here. I think it would be a great opportunity for me to get experience with working in meteorology. So would you have time to train me to get into the field? If yes, then I would be ready to start by August 1st, 2025. Marcus, reach out to me. Mike at easttnweather.com. Mike at easttnweather.com. Send me an email. Let's chit chat offline for sure. because I'd like to help you out. Yours would be death by chocolate cake or a big homegrown tomato sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good. Homegrown tomato sandwich. Death by chocolate cake sounds deathly to me. I'm not I'm not a fan of chocolate, if you know that by now. All cheesecake. There we go. Good morning, Krista. How are you? Love the pictures that you've been sending of Matilda. Thanks for sharing those with me. Strawberry cheesecake. I'm with you on that one. Happy Mom's Day. Happy Mom's Day to you, Krista. Oh, okay. So let me show you for a moment of time. If you didn't know this by now, the East Tennessee Weather app will show you earthquakes. This is cool. There's a lot of stuff. So if you go down to the interactive radar, click on the interactive radar, it brings up this screen, right? If you click on the cog wheel, that little one in the top right-hand side of the screen, you know, the little tiny cog wheel, if you click on that, we've got a slew of information that you can get there, right? Forecast snowfall amounts. Of course, that's going to be model data, not my forecast, by the way. Forecast rainfall amounts. Of course, that's the model data, not my forecast, by the way. But winds, visible satellite imagery is really cool. Storm prediction centers, 1, 2, 3. Risk outputs. You get a future outcast radar of 24 hours, but cool thing is if you click on overlays in the top center of the screen, you know, you've got alerts, make sure you have a lightning. Look at that, my friends. Earthquakes. Earthquakes. You can do spaghetti models and National Hurricane Center track when we get into hurricane center season, which is June 1st, right around the corner. Hurricane season starts again. Can you believe that? Make sure you have storm tracks on, because with the interactive radar, you'll get storm tracks on there, which gives you you can click on the storm tracks and it will tell you the direction, the speed of the storms. You can have surface analysis if you want to do, if you want to check in on those. But let's go ahead and just show you earthquakes. There we go. There's some earthquakes right there. Isn't that not cool? So then you can click on it. Look at all these earthquakes. You can click on it. There's a 3.9. Let's see. There's a 3.25, 3.2, 3.05, and then you can get information from it, from the depth, the magnitude, when it happened. So that's a lot of cool stuff that you can get now. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. That you can get with the East Tennessee Weather app. So earthquake data is available across the entire world. There's a bunch of earthquakes down here. Look at all these earthquakes down here. It'll populate here in a second. But anyways, I have to sneeze. Anyways, pretty cool stuff. Excuse me. So yeah, the East Tennessee Weather app gives you so much more than just weather information. It gives you earthquake data, storms approaching, interactive radar that gives you past, current, and future radar. You get your 1 minute with Witcher right there at the top, which I haven't done yet. I'll do that here in a second. And of course, a lot more weather information. So yeah, earthquakes, East Tennessee Weather app. Cool stuff. Did you know that? That's a live look right now in Maynardville. So we got a little bit of hit and miss sunshine. Not a bad start to the day. Feels comfortable outside. Watch those rain showers here. Again, track them. Check in with the interactive radar from time to time. It'll be a great thing. When we're talking about showers, of course, it's going to be rainy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Hot Thursday, Friday, with another cold front approaching, bringing us some stormy weather on Friday and Saturday. So I'll keep you posted on that, of course, as well. To all you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Cheers to you. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, or maybe somebody's fetching that for you. Get a nice little breakfast, or maybe somebody's cooking that for you. Or just relax, or do whatever you want to do. And eat whatever you want to eat on this National Eat What You Want to Eat kind of a day. It's Mother's Day. Splurge. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to go inside, get the kids ready for church. We're going to head off to church, and then I don't really know what we're going to do today. We're leaving that up to Mom. We were busy yesterday. We're going to leave it up to Mom today. Have a great day. Don't forget, Wake Up with Witcher starts off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Monday morning. Download the East Tennessee Weather app. Scan that QR code. It's a wealth of weather and earthquake information. And so much more. I'll see you back here tomorrow and, of course, throughout the day on social media. See you soon.